in Nigeria and China. Chukuma Onwekuse in Beijing, China, for Channels Television News.
To some security matters now. The commander of the military in Sokoto State, Brigadier General Muhammad Ibrahim, today led his soldiers to Ungwan Gidandare following a tip-off that a sect was living in a house in the area. On the mission to capture the sect members, the military engaged them in a gun battle for several hours. Now, the soldiers, however, captured a number of women, 2 of them pregnant, as well as 6 children. 6 AK-47 rifles and bomb-related materials were also recovered. The Defense Headquarters has authorized the restoration of GSM services in Adamawa State. The release is sequel to positive indications in the ongoing security evaluation of the situation that affected states of emergency. Now, services will subsequently be restored in other states as soon as the evaluation indicates sufficient clearance for the release. This measure is also in consideration of various appeals and the need to reassure the public that the measure is purely for security reasons. Now, major players in the oil sector have appealed to the House of Representatives to reduce the powers of the Ministry of Petroleum, that's the Minister of Petroleum in the petroleum industry. They made the appeal at the opening of a public hearing by the House of Representatives Ad Hoc Committee on Petroleum. Some of them also questioned the provision of the Petroleum Industry Bill, which gives discretionary powers to the President to award oil blocks.
After holding public hearings in the 6 geopolitical zones, it's time for the final public hearing on the Petroleum Industry Bill. Lawmakers of the House of Representatives said this is a final opportunity to collate views that will help reform the operation of the Nigerian oil sector.
I wish to assure Nigerians that their views will count in arriving at the final law for governing the Nigerian oil and gas industry. I need not restate the fact that the majority views that most dispassionately addresses the national interest shall prevail.
We may certainly hold opposing perspectives to the different segments of the bill, but I believe that we are all in agreement that we need a legal framework that will guarantee that our country derives maximum benefits from this important resource, while at the same time ensuring that the sector remains competitive and imbued with the culture of global best practices.
Even though the hall was not filled to capacity, those present gave their positions on different aspects of the bill.
The minister has wide discretionary powers to prescribe rent, royalty and fees, and to amend same at will. We think that this is completely a case of absolute power, and we want to appeal to the House to please, and to this committee, to do something about it.
Nigeria's JV fiscal terms are currently among the harshest in the world, and PIB will further worsen the situation, and as such will inhibit the development of the country's huge potential.
Unless we have the appropriate fiscal terms, we will not be able to attract investment. Now, the international oil companies will tell you that the fiscal terms are too unattractive for them. That is their business. Their business is to get as much as possible out of our country. But it is our duty also to look at our fiscal terms and compare them with comparable countries and do something that is similar or about the same. They will not go anywhere. They are just threatening. They will go nowhere. Nigeria's oil is too sweet. Nigeria's oil is too sweet. Our onshore oil is too cheap to extract. They are going nowhere.
Other participants also agreed that there is a need for a clear license allocation process that is open to the general public. These views should assist the committee to draft a final report for an enriched report on the Petroleum Industry Bill from the House of Representatives. The views expressed here should assist the committee to draft a final report of an enriched Petroleum Industry Bill from the House of Representatives. Lanre Lasese, Channels Television News.
Meanwhile, ahead of the public hearing on the proposed Petroleum Industry Bill, a forum to address the challenges ahead held in Lagos today. At the event organized by the Nigeria Gas Association, industry players raised concerns about the state of the country's gas resources and have asked the National Assembly to quickly deal with the draft bill and pass it into law. Our correspondent Olu Phillips reports.
For those who know and care about what happens around the nation's revenue earner, oil and gas, then The desire to see the 7th Assembly pass the Petroleum Industry Bill into law is non-negotiable.
2009 and 10
At this forum, called out by Nigeria Gas Association, experts, players, and the regulator are attempting again to analyze the challenges, opportunities, and solutions for gas, which has been proven to be deep and rich in reserves than oil.
The second key reason why the development of domestic gas is too slow is the lack of gas infrastructure, as well as large-scale customers like power and industrial plants. As you know, unlike oil, gas is extremely hard to store at scale. This means that huge investments are needed for infrastructure.
If there is an efficient production of gas in Nigeria, which is what we must strive for to remain relevant to the global gas market, our gas price needs to be competitive. It is not going to be competitive at the kind of prices that are going to be oil-linked prices of $15, $10. We will not be able to sell our gas.
Now look at these statistics. It is estimated that we flare 1.4 billion cubic feet of gas every day. And in translation, that translates to about $4.9 million daily lost to gas flaring.
For my committee on gas, we want to ensure that this document carves out a transparently identifiable do's and don'ts for gas exploration, gas production and processing, and gas distribution.
There are some taxes and some other elements that have been introduced that may make gas unviable. But on the other hand, you also must recognize the fact that, yes, if you compare from where we are today, where we are operating basically a subsidized kind of fiscal terms in the name of ACFA, where people have to roll the investment of gas into oil to make profit. We are moving away from that.
Nigeria Gas Association has as value proposition to drive legislation and policies, encourage best practices, and promote investments in Nigeria gas sector. So these positions are quite healthy. Olu Phillips, Channels Television News.
When the news at 10 returns, protests over bail granted killer cop in Lagos. That's our big story tonight. Do join us again.
What day is it today, darling?
Wow! Happy day in Ribena land today. Like harvest full of cheer. Superfruit gonna make your day. Ribena goodies yours all year.
The blackcurrant superfruit in Ribena is bursting with vitamin C, making every drop all the more precious. Ribena is worth a little extra for your precious one.
It's a happy day!
Yes! Welcome to the family. Cause you ain't no go, what you need to be something switch. Welcome to the family. What you need is for you. You don't know what you wish. Welcome to the family. What you need is for you. You don't know what you switch.
Welcome to the network where you're more than just a number. Switch to the Etisalat family today and keep your number. Etisalat, now you're talking.
Hajia, are you sure you and your family have been fasting? This one, you are all still looking so fresh.
My family and I always take yummy, nourishing Cadbury Bonvita at Sahur to start our fast, and at Isar every evening when we break our fast. Also, this season is about sharing. So from my family to yours, Ramadan Kareem.
From Cadbury Bonvita.
Yummy, yummy, yum, yum.
Non-stop vitality.
It's
our 20th anniversary and our DSTV Suite promo is our special anniversary gift to you. It's options galore. Get our premium bouquet with over 100 channels plus a fully installed decoder and a DSTV